Hey everybody, let's talk about Age of Ambition, the Space Explorers expansion from 25th Century Games. Still not sure if this one's the right fit for you? Well, let me tell you a few things and then you can decide if you should add it to your shelf. Alright, the Age of Ambition expansion is landing. See what I did there? And it is bringing with it 7 different modules. That's right. Not just a couple of things in this box, 7 different modules that you can choose to include as many of these as you want in your base gameplay. So let's take a quick review of what each of these are going to do for you. So first up, we have space powers. These are going to have tokens of different countries that each player is representing placed on some of the specialist cards. Now you're going to gain points for collecting sets of other countries from other players, but it is going to increase the cost of the specialist card. Now, your country tokens are going to give you special actions. So it is totally worthwhile to go in and collect a lot of these because you've got points potential and you've got actions potential. Next up, we have Prominent Leaders. This is going to introduce a new deck of cards to the game, and it's more point potentials if you can complete the card's commitment. Otherwise, it's going to be negative points. The risk reward here is not totally going to wreck your game if you don't achieve it, but it could really go in your favor should you be able to achieve all of them. Moving right along, we have Impeding Crisis. So this is another new deck of cards being introduced to the game, but these are going to introduce roadblocks on restrictions on what players can do. Now, these are global conditions, so it impacts everyone. And you are going to have to focus some of your attention to resolve these. Now, it's going to move along based on actions from everyone, and it is going to add another in-game condition. Another one we like are the strategic goals. So you're randomly assigning these goals to your player board for potential for more points for those cards. So goals will be assigned to each division, and that'll determine which division cards are going to score more points. This is simple, easy add-on, and we really like the point potential with this one. Executive Talents introduces individual player powers to the game. So these are unique powers that you can choose to use throughout the game. This is another very simple one to add to the game that we really like. Now, Space Explorers already had projects, but the Age of Ambition expansion brings in remarkable projects. So you're getting 4 new project tiles, and they introduce variable scoring conditions, which are a little bit different than the original projects, and we really like what this brings to the game. Next, we have Higher Directives, and spoiler, this one might be our favorite. It introduces this briefcase token that basically acts as a duplicate of a research token you're using on that turn. We really absolutely love this one. We'll probably use it every time we play. Outside of the 7 modules, you are also getting solo rules for the base game and the Age of Expansion. So this is worth picking up so that you have double the fun to play solo with. Wait, is that how that works with solo games? Okay, so I know a lot of you are saying, great, Kim, you told me what was in the box. I've already watched videos that tell me what's in the box. Why should I buy this game? Fair enough question. 1, did you like Space Explorers to start with? Or maybe you haven't played it yet. You can get the base game as well as the expansion this campaign for a lower price than you're going to be able to get it anywhere else. So this is a great time to pick it up. Instead of maybe waiting for retail, I don't always recommend that, but you're going to get a better price now than you would if you wait around until retail. And let's be honest, this is going to add a lot more options and some really great decisions to the original game. The base game is fantastic. You could just buy the base game and have a load of fun. This is definitely going to add more depth to that play, as well as a lot more replayability. Just with so many different things that you can add in, you don't have to play them all at once. You can mix and match. You can maybe play 3, kind of like what they recommend. You can really customize this to be a better fit for you necessarily. Maybe you find 3 or 4 things that you really, really like and you add those to the game every single time. Now, how you play it may be different how I play it. So now we both have this game that we love, and it's been tailored a little bit more to fit exactly how we like to play. It does add more rules, but I don't think that they're very confusing. So again, this game has great player aids. You can kind of step right into it. It's not going to add your learning time to the base game by very much. With that said, I do think the briefcase is probably the easiest one to add in and probably our favorite, and I think we're going to use this one almost all the time whenever we play the base game. And I think the other modules that we will add in here and there as we want to spice things up or play it with different groups. So if you are like we have multiple groups that we play with sometimes, and they like games at different levels. This is going to let me tailor this game for those particular groups, make it a little more beefy for some of those who have played it a little bit, and maybe even make it a little easier for those who might just be getting introduced to the game. Did I mention that you can fit everything inside of one box? Yes, so if you are plagued with full shelves like so many of us are, you can actually take the insert out of the original core box and get everything to fit inside so that you still only have one box on your shelf. I'm sorry, that's a win for me. I need the shelf space. So if you are like me and you need that, then this isn't going to take up more space on your shelf. And for those of you who were looking for it, there are solo rules. Now, we didn't go into those greatly, like another great content creator likes to say, we'll leave those for you to explore on your own. But if that was something that you were really looking for, now you have it available in this version of the game as well. One other thing that I do want to point out, the reference books for this are fantastic. I was really a fan of the original rule book for this game, and sometimes they actually really look like binders on the table. So you really get immersed into the time period that you're playing from, and they give a ton of information. They're very easy to use. I think that they did a fantastic job of including these other references in the game for you, and that's going to make this faster and easier to get to the table. So this game is available right now on GameFound, but you need to hurry because time is running out. You can get the base game if you don't already have a copy of that, as well as the expansion for a fantastic price. Like I said, better than you're going to find it in retail. You also have the option to add on a playmat, which looks beautiful. I don't currently have it, but I may need to add that to the collection. And there is an exclusive mission patch. So we love patches. So if you're into nice little fun extras, that is also included, and it will not usually be available anywhere in retail. You might be able to find it at a convention, but don't expect that. If you want it, then you need to get it now. So this one comes recommended from us. Like I mentioned, I'm putting it all in one box and it's going on my shelf. It absolutely has modules that I am going to use going forward and every time that I play this game. And I get to mix and match it up with my friends, or depending upon how much time we have to play a game. If we want it to be a little simpler that evening, if we really want to get into something that's got a little beef to it, this game's going to do that all for you. So I hope that helped you make your decision. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can share more games with you to add to your table.